The blinding fists and the flying feet would mark the house where malice does meet. A dash of light and chaos subsides. Such is the might of the monk with no sight. Hello and welcome to my way of playing with the Dashing Strike Monk in patch 2.3. A question you all deserve to know the answer to is, why play with this build when a new set is being added to the game and existing Dashing Strike Monk works perfectly fine? Well, the answer is simple. This build is easiest to gear up and deals the most amount of damage than any other Torment 10 build. It needs no special weapon or basic gear and offers a playstyle that is more involving than any other Dashing Strike build. Such is my promise to you. In other words, this is your starting build as Monk when the new season dawns in the coming week. So enough chit chat, let's begin. As always, we look at the gear set first. You're required to adorn the 6-piece of raiment set, a focus and restraint and Reaper's wraps. Other gear here includes an optional vigilante belt along with any, and yes I do mean any ancient two-handed weapon. As far as gems go, a Gogok of Swiftness can be great and the rest too are entirely up to you. I would advise Bane of the Trapped, Wreath of Lightning or the new shiny gem. Basically anything you deem appropriate. Your Paragon points go into maxing your offensive stats but primarily buffing your crit damage, crit chance along with your cooldown reduction. It may sound strange and unconventional, but the reason why this build is great is due to the flexibility it offers. Any monk can get basic gear on and can crit for over 1.3 billion. Dash around the map and farm the items you really want for the endgame. Now let's look at the skill selection for this build. Your primary attack comes in the form of Deadly Reach Foresight followed by Dashing Strike Radiance as your almighty nuke. Next skill is Epiphany with Insight for extreme spirit regen along with Mystic Ally, Fire Ally for bonus damage. Next skill could be Serenity Ascension for survivability or Breath of Heaven Blazing Wrath for DPS galore. Final skill is a mantra offering a choice between Conviction or Salvation. Your passives are Beacon of Yitar, Exalted Soul, Momentum and a choice between Unity or Sixth Sense depending on the situation. So here is the build. Some skills can be changed according to the need for survival or damage, but if you're anything like me, I know you'll go for damage. Now that all the basics have been covered, let's talk about the playstyle. Do remember that this build offers an extremely fast way to farm Torment 6 to Torment 10 difficulty. This means that this build allows you to farm items you need for your endgame monk. The build is extremely easy to use and most of you know how to play with Dashing Strike, but there are some important techniques one must know. The set increases Dashing Strike damage for up to 6 seconds after hitting your enemies with the generator. Now this is your window of opportunity to deal damage and everything in this build falls in this window. Allow me to explain further. Your Deadly Reach buffs your DPS by 15% after finishing a combo and your Focus and Restraint too have their buffs active for 5 seconds. This makes the combination of Deadly Reach and the 2 rings best for your monks as you get an extreme buff to your DPS. This buff is further complemented by your passive mantra and skills like Momentum. And this is all you need to be wary of. The true way of playing with this build is to hit the Deadly Reach and dash for 5 seconds to get max damage. Stop and hit again and resume the carnage once the buff is up again. With all this Dashing Strike spam, the next issue should be regarding spirit management but no such issue exists. Here is how. Your passives, actives and your gear offer you a cooldown reduction of up to 50%, so try to balance your gear on that. Once this number is achieved, your uptime of Epiphany is respectively high which allows you to dash to your heart's content. But the other secret to dash spam comes from picking health globes as your Reaper's Wrap allow you to gain spirit back instantly. Since you crit for at least 1.3 billion, you one-shot trash mobs and sometimes even one-shot elite packs which allow you to fill your spirit pools at regular intervals. This makes the gameplay much more interesting as you dash from pack to pack by collecting health globes and dealing much more damage than an Ingeom sword combo. And if you happen to find a good ancient two-hander, your crits can go up to 2 billion, making this build extremely effective at clearing bounties and farming legendaries and crafting materials. So such is this monk build of Eternal Radiance. Give it a go and share your thoughts with the rest of us. There are many viable ways to play with Dashing Strike and this one just happens to be mine. Take care and remember to close your eyes when dashing through the air, for what is life if not a leap of faith?